Hello everyone and welcome to the Hermit Crab Hideaway. Today I'm going to be talking about 6 things that you need to know before you get your hermit crabs. The first thing I want to talk about is that hermit crabs are nocturnal animals. Because they're nocturnal, it can make them really hard to be able to find them at the moment. My hermit crabs obviously are sleeping right now or resting. They're not coming out right now. You're actually staring down or right down on one of them and it's daytime right now, so that's one of the reasons why they are not out. It's because most of the times when I record my videos, it's daytime and they are not coming out. So you need to know that hermit crabs can adjust to your schedule a bit, but not completely. They'll be out running around when you are at the same time. My hermit crabs come out around 6-7 p.m. and right now it's about 4:30 p.m. right now, so they won't be out for quite a bit more time. The second thing you should know is that hermit crabs can pinch. Though it is very unlikely, they do still have the power of pinching you. Hermit crabs will pinch for many reasons. One, because they are scared. Two, maybe you're not handling them correctly. I will try to make a video on handling hermit crabs. And maybe you're not handling them correctly and they're trying to hold on to something so they don't fall off, so they might try to pinch you. So it's just something that you really need to be aware of. The third thing that you need to know is that hermit crabs do take time. Just because they're, kind of what's known kind of as the throwaway pet, as the pet that you kind of just get, not really do much with it, take it out once in a while. It's not really how it is. It's known as that, but it's not. Hermit crabs don't take too much care. I think about 5 to 10 minutes a day, kind of depending on how big your tank is and how many hermit crabs you have. If you have a lot of hermit crabs, you might do a lot of water changes to their water bowls. You might be doing a lot of changes for their food. You might be doing a lot of work if you have a lot of hermit crabs. But if you're like me and you only have 3, it might take you 5 to 10 minutes a day. Also, just adding on to that note, you need to make sure you have multiple hermit crabs, at least 2, because hermit crabs do not like to be alone. In the wild, hermit crabs are actually they actually live together. They do not just live separately, they actually live together, and most hermit crabs in the US in pet stores are caught from the wild. Now, the fourth thing kind of goes on with this topic is there's a lot to know about hermit crabs. You need to know a lot of the temperatures, the humidities, their different behaviors, and know a lot about molting, different shells. There's a lot to know, but it's not that you cannot learn it. You can learn it. It can just take a really long time to learn it, so don't think you can just read an article on hermit crabs and know everything right away. You need to look at a lot of different sources, and something comes with that is knowing what is true and what isn't. If you know what's true, it will be in a lot of different sources. If it's not true, it might just be in 1 or 2 sources. So make sure you're checking multiple sources so then you'll know what is true and what isn't. The fifth thing that you need to know is that they're really not big hands-on pets. You cannot handle your hermit crabs. You can totally handle them. That's fine. You can take them out. I wouldn't take them out for more than 2 times a week because they just need a lot of time in their tank. They're not really big hands-on pets because one of the number one ways to kill them is with stress, and they will stress out a lot if you're constantly taking them out of the tank to handle them and do stuff with them. So if you're looking more for a pet that is like a pet that you can touch, I would recommend something more like a guinea pig, for example, or like a dog. If you cannot have a big dog, maybe a guinea pig or a rabbit, something like that, because hermit crabs are not such a big animal that you can take out and play with every day you get home from school or work. They're not that type of animal. The last thing that you need to know that pretty much sums up everything is that they are not pets for everyone. I'm not saying that hermit crabs are pets for only experienced people or like cool people. They're just not for everyone. Some people might think they're creepy and crawly, some people might kind of lag on the chores, and they're just not for everyone. You need to know if a hermit crab fits for you by doing a lot of research. If you're noticing like, oh, I can't really do that, don't just ignore it. If you know it's not for you, don't get it, because you will not be any better off owning a pet that you know isn't good for you. So that's everything that you pretty much need to know before you get your hermit crabs, that they are nocturnal, they can pinch, they can take some time to take care of. There's quite a bit to know actually. They're not very big hands-on pets, and they're not for everyone. That's pretty much everything you need to know if you are planning on owning hermit crabs. If you just realize that this might make you change your mind, I wouldn't just listen to just me, because it's not that I know I'm telling lies. I'm just not always 100% sure. I'm not like the biggest master here. If you're kind of agreeing and you kind of have seen things that I'm saying in other sources, it's good for me to know, and it's also good for you to know. If you're seeing that, oh, I didn't know they were nocturnal, you saw that here in this video, and you saw that in other videos and articles and things, and maybe that's not good for you, that's something you should know and you should take into consideration before you get your hermit crabs. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Hermit Crab Hideaway, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!